welcome and thank you for joining this presentation as we unveil our 26-27 Australia-New Zealand summer programme. My name is David Craven and I'm one of the key account managers here at Princess Cruises, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your host and guide for this amazing announcement. So let's have a look and see which ships are going to be calling Australia and New Zealand home for 26-27. We'll have 3 ships in this market: the Grand, Crown and Royal Princess. Now, one thing I just wanted to note is that whilst we have 3 ships offering cruises for the season, we will actually only have 2 ships in the waters at any given time. The Crown Princess will leave Australia around November 26 and will be replaced by the Grand Princess. Okay, so whilst there are 3 ships offering cruises, we will only have 2 cruises at one time. Now, those repositioning cruises on the Crown and Grand Princess will not be available as part of this launch, but will be available at a later date. The Royal Princess will be making her way down under from Singapore. Now, that cruise is part of this launch. She will be making her way from Singapore to either Brisbane or from Sydney. Okay, so if you're looking for those repositioning cruises, we will only have the Royal Princess available as per the launch. Now let's have a look at these ships a little bit more in depth, starting with the Grand Princess, a familiar friend returning home. She'll be the smallest class of ship available for the 26-27 season, with a capacity limit of around 2,600 passengers. Now, this Grand class ship is a fantastic size because it's the kind of midship size, so it's still got plenty of entertainment options, plenty of dining options, while still having that smaller ship and more intimate feel. Plenty of cabin options, and there are actually two-bedroom suites available on board this ship that can accommodate up to 8 passengers. So 2-bedroom suites, capacity up to 8 passengers. But to make this reservation, your travel agent can, of course, do this for you, or by contacting Princess directly. You cannot book this through princess.com. Now, when we're looking at the different dining options, we're never going to go hungry on a cruise ship. And look how many included dining options are available on the Grand. We'll have international cafe available 24 hours a day, coffees and cones for that beautiful soft serve ice cream, salty dog grill by the pool to get those burgers and all those familiar favorites, Slice Pizzeria, World Fresh Marketplace, and there are 3 main dining rooms available for your breakfast, lunch and dinner. Casual dining options on the ship: Alfredo's Pizzeria, the Salty Dog is a pop-up, and we've got Vine's Wine Bar. Specialty dining options: we've got the Crown Grill and Sabatini's Italian Trattoria. Now, the kind of mid-size ship, when we're looking at the 3 ships available for 26-27, around 3,100 passengers, it's the Crown Princess. She's going to be returning for her 3rd season down under. She's actually currently in our waters as we speak, and she's been welcomed very, very strongly. Already a bit of a favourite amongst our Australian and Kiwi passengers. That perfect balance of food entertainment with plenty of rejuvenation available to our guests. Dining options include international cafe, we've got the Slice Pizzeria, we've got coffees and cones, Salty Dog, we've got the marketplace, as well as 3 main dining rooms. The Salty Dog Gastropub is also a casual dining option, offering those kind of British and Irish pub favourites. And specialty dining, we've got the Crown Grill and Sabatini's. For those more special experiences, we've got the ultimate balcony dining, as well as the chef's table experience. And the largest of the 3 ships is our Royal Princess. She is the original of our Royal class, and she really does live up to the name. Just look at that regal piazza right there, home to 220 tons of marble. Being the largest ship in our waters, she will have the biggest array of dining options, biggest array of bars, and biggest array of entertainment venues. This is the most beautiful ship. It really is. And for any guest, whether you've cruised with us before or if you're new to Princess, she will genuinely feel familiar, and you'll feel right at home on board from day one. Included dining options, we've got the International Cafe. We also have Slice Pizzeria. We've got Swirls Ice Cream. We've got the Trident Grill by the pool and World Fresh Marketplace. The casual dining options are Alfredo's Pizzeria, as well as Ocean Terrace Sushi Bar. And specialty dining options, we've got the Crown Grill. We've got Sabatini's. We've got the ultimate balcony dining. We've got Chef's Table Lumiere, as well as Vine's wine bar. Now, it doesn't actually matter which ship you're going to choose to cruise on board. Every single ship is underpinned with our medallion class technology. Now, this is an absolute game changer in the cruise market. You can only experience this technology on board Princess ships. The long and short is this very small kind of dollar-sized piece. You wear it around your neck on a lanyard, or as pictured there, you can wear it in a bracelet. This little medallion becomes your very own personal concierge whilst on board. As you approach your cabin door, it simply unlocks. Walk on in. So if you're coming back from the buffet with a bit of food and a couple of drinks, it makes it nice and easy. If you'd like to order food and drinks, you don't need to queue up. You don't need to move from where you are. Simply order it through the Medallion app, and we will bring those drinks and that food to you. It's designed to basically empower our crew to deliver the finest service available in the industry. It really is an absolute game changer. If you've never cruised with Princess and never experienced the Medallion, I can assure you, you will absolutely fall in love with it. And we are seeing a number of guests choosing Princess as their holiday option, not even necessarily their cruise option. Specifically, they are choosing Princess as their holiday because of this Medallion technology. And as soon as you cruise with us and experience the Medallion, you'll see why. Now, with Princess, there are different ways for you to curate and tailor your experience the way you see fit with our 3 different fare options. We have Princess Standard, Princess Plus, and Princess Premier. Now, when we're talking about Princess Standard, this is simply just the base fare. Get me on board the ship. I just want to get cruising. Princess Plus is $65 per person per day. That's Australian dollars. And Princess Premier is $100 per person per day. Now, what are you getting for that inclusion? So $65 per person per day for Princess Plus. You will receive 1 Wi-Fi with our Medallion Net Max. That's the fastest internet that we have in the fleet. You will also have the Princess Plus beverage package, which is unlimited soft drinks, unlimited barista-style coffees, unlimited specialty teas, unlimited bottled water, all those things, and also includes alcoholic beverages up to the value of 22 Australian dollars. That will be capped at 15 alcoholic beverages per day. Definitely enough to enjoy your time on board there. Unlimited juice bar, 2 premium desserts, 2 fitness classes, which are showing to be very, very popular with our guests on board. And you will actually receive 2 casual dining meals included on board your cruise as well. It gives you your Ocean Now activation as well as all room service. So for $65, this is by far the best value in the entire industry without a shadow of a doubt for $65. When we're talking about Princess Premier, this is $100, so only $35 more than Princess Plus. Now we're getting 4 Wi-Fi devices, and again, that Medallion Net Max internet speed. But with the Premier beverage package, you now get alcoholic beverages up to the value of $30, so more of those premium alcohols, more premium cocktails, and it is unlimited. So unlimited alcoholic beverages, unlimited soft drinks, unlimited juices, unlimited fitness classes, unlimited casual dining, unlimited digitals for all your photos. You actually get 3 prints as well, something that me and my family, we absolutely adore. Love to take those photos home with us. And something that we've just announced, a slight nuance that we've recently just announced, is unlimited specialty dining. And all of this is coming in at $100 per person per day. This is by far the best value in the industry. The idea is lock this in before you come away, give your wallet a holiday, and literally enjoy the ship, enjoy the dining, enjoy the entertainment with the private reserved theatre seating. It's all about basically having an all-inclusive holiday. And I can guarantee this is the best value available in the industry, bar none. Okay, so the great thing about this is you can include this before you come away. So instead of coming on board and having to check pricing and going, well, do I really need that drink? I sometimes hear this when I cruise myself. I'll hear somebody behind me, we've been to see the theatre show, we're sat in Crooner's Bar, we've gone to have a drink, and you'll hear someone say something along the lines of, do I really need that one more drink? You're on holiday. Enjoy it. take all those stress points out. If you're buying things ad hoc, it will be more expensive. So the idea is bundle it up, lock it in before you come away, give your wallet a holiday, and have the time of your life whilst on board your Princess cruise. So let's have a look at some cruises available for our 26-27 program, kicking off with our firm favourite, of course, New Zealand. All of our New Zealand cruises will offer the ultimate immersive experience with our Across the Ditch program, where guests will have the Matariki Festival, hearing from Maoris, understanding more about the culture of the New Zealand people. We'll have cultural entertainment, local cuisine. It'll be locally inspired dishes as well as locally sourced produce. Expect locally sourced drinks as well. So there's going to be Sauvignon Blanc from the Marlborough region. Expect Hawke's Bay Pinot Noir. Everything is really going to offer and really focus that New Zealand immersive experience. We'll have Maori dancing on board, and we'll teach you how to do, poi lessons. We'll teach you how to do the haka. It truly is an immersive experience. We'll have 10 New Zealand cruises for our 26-27 season. 6 will be held on our Royal Princess, with 4 being held on the Grand Princess. Sailings will be available from both Brisbane and from Sydney. The Brisbane departures will be on the Grand Princess only. We will have 4 South Pacific cruises, 3 being more of the familiar South Pacific cruise, heading out towards Fiji and all those gorgeous islands, available from Sydney and Brisbane. And we welcome back a Papua New Guinea cruise. This is a 14-night cruise available from Sydney round trip. This is going to be departing in June 2027 and will be the cruise before the long one, which we'll talk about very shortly. Around Australia is being welcomed back, and you can do circumnavigations from Brisbane and Sydney. We'll have options to jump on in Adelaide and Melbourne, as well as Fremantle. Now, we'll have 2 options available for the Round Australias. One will be on the Grand Princess and one will be on the Crown Princess. So if you prefer that smaller ship experience, the Grand is going to be the one for you. If you prefer a larger ship, then the Crown Princess will be the better option. Now, one thing I'd like to highlight is our Southern Explorer, which goes from Sydney over to Fremantle. Now, the great thing about this cruise is for wine lovers. If you are a wine lover, this is the must cruise for you. The reason is what you can see with the map there on the bottom left-hand side. When she departs Sydney, she actually goes up to Newcastle first, then round to Melbourne, Adelaide, into Albany, Busselton, and then to Fremantle. What this does is give access to the most iconic wine regions of Australia, some of the most iconic wine regions of the world. So from Newcastle, we've got the Hunter. From Melbourne, we've got the Yarra. From Adelaide, we've got the McLaren Vale. We've got the Barossa and Adelaide Hills. And then by getting into Busselton, we've got the gateway into the Margaret River. So literally, if you are a wine lover, this is an absolute must for you. Then we've also got the Northern Explorer going from Fremantle over to Brisbane or to Sydney. This is a really great way to partner up with the Indian Pacific Railway and do a rail and sail cruise, which is considered one of the most iconic things you can do in Australia. Some close to home departures, we have 4 Queensland sailings. They'll be offered from both Sydney and Brisbane. We have 4 Tassie cruises available from Sydney and Brisbane, and they range from 6, 8 or 12 nights in length. Sailings will be offered to explore close to home, available on Royal, Crown and Grand. And we'll also have 14 Seacations available on Royal, Crown and Grand. They range from 2 to 5 nights. Now, the great thing about a Seacation is they are basically your little break or your little holiday before your big holiday. So it's a really great way to just have a short break, come on board, relax, enjoy one of the Princess ships, enjoy the Medallion, and just kind of have a break away from it all. But also, if you are someone who is looking to climb the tiers in our Captain Circle program, this is a really great way to do it. The reason is, obviously, our Captain Circle program is based on either cruises or cruise length. So if you're maybe 1 cruise away from the next tier, why not jump on board a Seacation, 2-night, 5-night, whatever it is, then that will actually count towards your Captain Circle program, giving you that next tier, which may be platinum or elite, really giving you a lot of benefits, which is really ideal if you're looking to do a long cruise. So Seacations are a really great way to make the most of our Captain Circle Past Passenger program. It really is. Now, speaking of our past guest, there will be an early booking benefit for our 26-27 summer season. So for any cruise 10 nights and longer, including our cruise tours, anyone who has cruised with Princess, so a Captain Circle passenger, can receive $150 per person on board credit to say thank you for your loyalty and welcome back to Cruising with Princess. If you're cruising 49 nights, that gets reduced down to $75 per person. And then those little staycations, so up to 3 nights, we're still going to give you something, $35 per person on board credit. To receive that benefit, you will need to be booking before the 14th of December. But remember, with cruising, all you need to do is book and deposit. So it's not about having to pay the cruise in full or anything like that. Literally book that cruise, deposit by the 14th of December, and you are going to receive those additional early booking benefits. It's our way to say thank you for coming back and cruising with Princess again. And it's the ultimate way to enjoy your 26-27 summer cruise. But of course, there's not just the summer season that we're talking about as part of our 26-27 launch. We are so excited to welcome back the Circle Pacific. Now, whenever I speak to Princess passengers, they are always asking me, when on earth are you bringing back a Circle Pacific? We have listened. We always say that we listen, we genuinely do, and we are welcoming back a Circle Pacific in 2027. This is going to be aboard the Grand Princess and is going to be the first Circle Pacific we've done in 10 years. The last time we did one was back in 2017, believe it or not. This one for 2027 is going to be the longest Circle Pacific we have ever done at 79 nights, in length. There is a round trip available from Brisbane, Sydney, and from Auckland. We're going to cover 32 destinations, visiting 13 countries with 9 late night calls, including an overnight in Hong Kong, which is an absolutely incredible destination. You'll cross the dateline twice, and you will cross the equator twice. So without further ado, here she is, an absolutely incredible cruise. The departure from Brisbane will be on the 15th of June, 2027. The departure from Sydney will be the 17th of June, 2027. And lastly, but by no means leastly, the departure from Auckland will be on the 21st of June. Now, those overnight ports of call are in Suva, beautiful port of call in Fiji. We've got Papeete in French Polynesia, late night departure from Honolulu, late night in Los Angeles, one more in Victoria, again in Juneau. We're also going to have a late night in Osaka, giving you basically an opportunity to get to see the ancient capital of Kyoto. And of course, we've got that late night and overnight in Hong Kong, which is amazing. Late night departure in Singapore, as well as a late night departure in Darwin. This is the most amazing way to see Alaska round trip from Australia. Unbelievable. As well as being able to get to see Japan round trip from Australia. This is such an exciting cruise. Now, some of the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that when we're saying Tokyo, we're not talking about Yokohama. We actually dock in Tokyo for this cruise, which is really, really, really exciting. We're going to cover nearly 24,000 nautical miles, so she is a very long cruise. For those looking to break up the cruise or maybe do segments, there are only 2 segments available on this cruise. They are specifically Sydney to Tokyo and Tokyo to Sydney. That is the only segment that is going to be available. Everything else is going to be full round trips from Brisbane, Sydney, or from Auckland. The great thing about this cruise is because it's the Australian Circle Pacific, this is AUD currency on board, and no gratuities to worry about. This is massive because whenever you're cruising on a ship that has USD currency, the USD currency is absolutely slaughtering the Aussie dollar right now. It's basically 2-to-1. It really is. So it's quite expensive when you're purchasing things on board. And of course, there's no gratuities. Gratuities over 79 nights will definitely build quite a lot. So one of the best things that we can do is lock in that Plus or Premier package before we get away, and then we're off to the races. Only $65 or $100 a day makes those massive savings. But if you are just looking to purchase things ad hoc, this is AUD currency on board, which is definitely going to basically protect that wallet. So we again have some early booking benefits for our past passengers to say thank you to your loyalty and welcome you back to Cruising with Princess. So if you are looking to do the full Circle Pacific, this offer is only available to past guests. So the saving is $1,000 per person, and you will also receive $1,000 per person on board credit. So that is savings of $4,000 on the full Circle. For the longest segment, which is Sydney to Tokyo, expect $500 per person savings and $400 per person on board credit. And for that shortest segment, which is Tokyo back to Sydney, there is no savings but $150 per person on board credit. All of these values are in Australian dollars. Make sure you are booking before the 31st of August 2025 to be making the most of these early booking benefits. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited to be doing a Circle Pacific again. It is just an amazing cruise. It truly is. Visiting so many cultural hotspots, some of the most naturally beautiful places in places like French Polynesia, up in Alaska. It's just the most amazing cruise, and hopefully you're as excited as we are here at Princess. Some of the ways that you can make the most of this is by utilizing your future cruise deposits. These can be used pretty much on any single departure. If you are looking to do a cruise up to 17 to 44 days in length, then you can receive up to $150 on board credit, depending on which cabin type you book. But if you are looking to do a cruise which is longer than 45 nights, you actually can't use the FCD to secure the reservation. But what it does do is reduce the cruise fare by 3%, which is a huge saving. It really is. It also reduced the required deposits by half. And because the FCD wasn't able to secure the booking, we pay that $100 back to you. So it's a really great way to make some savings and make the most of your FCD. The important sale dates: Thursday, the 7th of November at 9 a.m., which is 8 EDT, Sydney time. That's going to be when all of our past passengers, whether you're a gold passenger, a Ruby guest, a platinum or elite passenger, we are going to have a Captain Circle loyalty week. So from the 7th of November, that is when you can book any of these cruises. For anyone who hasn't cruised with Princess yet, our general sale will be the following week, Thursday, the 14th of November, again from 9 a.m. AEDT, which is Sydney time. So with that, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching this presentation. Make sure you are jumping in and booking your cruise nice and early. We are fully expecting these cruises to pretty much sell out by the end of November. When I'm talking about the Circle Pacific is probably going to be fully sold out by the end of November. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. So make sure you are reaching out to your travel agent and make sure you're basically locking in the cabin that you'd like to make sure you're not missing out. If you book direct with Princess, feel free to call our reservations team. But with that, I just want to say again, a huge thank you for joining this presentation. Hopefully you're as excited as we are. And I personally cannot wait to welcome you back on board a Princess cruise in the not so distant future. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Exciting and new. expecting